Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Red Dead Online and we're doing another outfit guide, and today it's going to be one that's been requested by a lot of people on a lot of videos. So it's going to be outfits from Back to the Future 3, and we're going to be doing three, or basically the three iconic outfits all in one. So we'll be doing Doc Brown's most iconic outfit from this movie, Marty McFly's most iconic outfit from this movie, and Mad Dog Tannen's most iconic outfit from this movie. So obviously there's variation, that's why I'm saying most iconic. I picked one outfit out of, for each character that I was both able to recreate pretty well, and B, is what, in my opinion, their best outfit from the movie. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be a video that we're going to have to go through decently quick, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on each one. You can pause it if you are trying to recreate these at any point. But with that in mind, if at any point in the video you like it, make sure you leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. So let's just get started off with the first one, which is going to be Doc Brown's outfit, and we'll start off with his weapons. So just in an attempt to keep it simple and look as close to, I think, as we can from the movie, I've decided to design Doc's single-action army revolver like this. So all of the guns in this movie are pretty much going to be single-action army revolvers, and they're going to look pretty stock with a little bit of variation. But Doc's looks like this. Short barrel, improved sights, improved rifling, the ironwood grips, and for that I did the mahogany finish, and then all black and steel, because from the best that I've been able to tell looking at photographs of the gun that he's using in the movie when he's using a handgun, it looks like this. So that is the handgun that we're going to have for Doc Brown. Alright, and then we're trying to imitate the rifle that Doc Brown uses later on in the movie. Of course, in his... No, okay, to start off with, it is a Winchester Yellow Boy, so that's why we're going to be using the Lancaster repeater. And we're going to have no wrap on it. We are going to have the scope on it because his has a custom, ridiculous, futuristic-looking scope, which obviously we can't do, but we can add a scope to it. And then we're going to be doing the birch varnish, because that appears to match the varnish that he has on his gun in the movie the best. And then the metal is going to be laid out like this. For the barrel and the hammer, we're going to have brown steel. For the frame and the lever, we're going to have gold-plated. The sight, you could either do gold or silver because it's got a mix of the two in the movie, so it looks, like I said, really fancy and futuristic / old and cobbled together. Steampunk is probably the best way to go, but either the gold or the silver is going to be the best. I think the silver is because more of it is silver in the movie. And then for the trigger, we're going to have black and steel. So it's a pretty stock looking Winchester Yellow Boy, other than the scope, I think, in my opinion, but it matches the iconic weapon that he uses very late in the movie. So that is the rifle for Doc Brown. Alright, and so here we have Doc Brown's look. Now, the only real major problem here is that my character is very young. So if you want to look like Doc Brown, you're going to want to make him look older. But then you're going to want to go clean shaven and long / shoulder-ish length hair and make it as white as possible. And so that's what I did here. But with that in mind, let's go through the items that make up this outfit one at a time. The hat that we have that most closely matches the one that he wears in the movie is the Liberty hat. And this kind of darker brownish variant I think looks the best. It's not perfect because the brim on his is flat. It doesn't curve up. But other than that, it looks pretty much exactly like the hat that he wears in the movie. For the bandana, I went with this white bandana. I think it matches the one that he has in the movie quite well. For the coat, this light tannish brown variant of the duster coat is the one I chose. This off-white / light tan variant of the traditional vest is the one that I chose. I went with the gray everyday shirt because I think it matches his from the movie very well. For weapon equipment, I went with the plain brown gunslinger gun belt. For the pants, I did the black padded saddle work pants. And for boots, I did the worn black Warren Roper's boots, and these I just tucked into the pants like he has them in the movie. So like I said, there we have our Doc Brown outfit from Back to the Future 3. It's pretty close to being perfect. I think it turned out really, really well. And like I said, if the character was a bit older, I think it would look exactly like him. So that's Doc Brown. Let's move on to the next character, which is going to be Marty McFly. Alright, and so for Marty McFly, we're really only going to be looking at one gun, and it's going to be basically, if not exactly the same as Doc Brown's, because it looks to be just a pretty stock looking Colt single action army revolver. We're going to use the Cattleman, short barrel, improved sights, improved rifling, ironwood grips with the mahogany finish again, no carving, no engravings, and just all black and steel for all of the metal on the gun. You could do all blued steel, because in certain shots it looks a little bit more bluish, and obviously that would have been a pretty factory coat for it, but I think the black and steel just looks a little bit better on the gun in general, and also it looks more like the gun that he uses in the movie. But that is the only firearm for Marty, so let's move on to the outfit. So here we have Marty's outfit, and I really like the way it turned out, and it's also one of the very few instances where this poncho is appropriate. But with that in mind, for hair and facial hair, we're going to want to have him be clean shaven and then just medium short brown hair. Nothing real exotic there. It's going to look pretty standard, but let's go through the items that make up this outfit. So for the hat, the light brown variant of the Stalker hat is the best. It doesn't match his hat perfectly. His is pretty unique looking in the movie. Looks pretty goofy in my opinion, and the top of the crown doesn't like go taper in as much, but other than that, I think the Stalker hat looks the best, especially considering you can clearly tell that he's imitating Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in this scene, and this looks a lot like Clint Eastwood's hat from that. So that's the hat. For the poncho, I went with the Corchado poncho, and I went with this color variant. I think it probably matches as the best from the movie. It's not 100% perfect. I know that in one picture I looked at, his looked a lot more blue, but then in the rest of them it was more brownish looking. So that's why I went with this one. It's mostly just the shape and the way that it sits that I went for. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I think it's the best poncho option available in the game. For the shirt, I went with this everyday shirt, that kind of yellow striped looking one, and I opened up the collar. I think it matches his the best from the movie. At one point in the movie, he's also wearing a brown jacket, so if you wanted to, you could do that as well, but I just think this shirt looks the best because I'm imitating his look from the gunfight, so that's the shirt I went with. For weapon equipment, the light brown bandit gun belt matches his from the movie the best, at least as far as I can tell. For the pants, the gray studded pants appear to match his from the movie the best. For the boots, the light brown worn Roper's boots, and then obviously the worn out variant, I think look the best, and those should be tucked into the pants. And then the brown Western Rider spurs appear to match his spurs from the movie the best. So again, I think this one turned out pretty well. Obviously the poncho isn't perfect, and you can't wear a bandana with a poncho, but he wears a light blue bandana in this movie, and that would make it look quite a bit better. But other than that, I think it turned out pretty dang good. Despite not being 100% perfect on every item, I think that the combination we have here works really, really well and looks really good. So that is Marty McFly from Back to the Future 3. Let's move on to the final outfit we're going to be looking at in today's video, and that is going to be Mad Dog Tannen, otherwise known as Biff. So that is our final outfit. Let's look at that. Alright, and so for Mad Dog Tannen, we're once again going to be using a Colt single-action army, so the Cattleman revolver in the game. Now, in the movie, he also uses multiple other weapons, including a really small Derringer at multiple points, but from the iconic shootout, he uses a Colt single-action army revolver, and his is a lot like Marty's and Doc's in the way that it is the, short-barreled variant. We're going to be using improved sights and improved rifling, the Ironwood grips. This time I put the Mesquite finish on it because his is a little bit lighter in the movies, but his is going to be full inox, so nickel plating is going to be the best we can do, so nickel plated for the barrel, cylinder, frame, hammer, sight, and trigger. And that is going to be our best attempt at matching Mad Dog Tannen's gun from Back to the Future 3. So that is the only gun we need for this outfit, so let's move on to the outfit itself. So here we have the outfit, and I think it turned out pretty well. Again, we're going to be imitating his look from the final shootout. Now for the hair and facial hair, I went with a medium to short-ish length one, kind of the same look as Marty's, but this time we did a little bit darker brown, almost black looking. And then for the mustache, in the movie his goes down further, so it looks more stereotypically villainous, but it's a mustache that's styled like this, a handlebar mustache. It just goes down further on his chin. Unfortunately, we don't have an option like that in the game, so I just went with this one, and then I also added the stubble back on. I think it looks decently well. It would look better if we had one that actually went down further on the chin. But with that in mind, let's go through the items that make up this outfit. So I went with the black Cayuga hat. It's not 100% perfect. The brim on the front goes down a little bit too much. It's not quite black enough, and the crown looks slightly different, but other than that, it's the closest match to Mad Dog's hat from the movie that we have in the game. So that's the hat I went with. For the bandana, I went with this kind of dark brown slash-ish purplish looking pattern bandana. I think it matches the one that he wears during the shootout pretty dang well. For the coat, I think the best option is this worn out black look of the roller jacket. I think it matches his from the shootout the best. At other points in the movie, he wears a jacket that looks kind of greenish, so it really depends which one you want to imitate, but from the shootout, I think the one he's wearing looks a lot more like this one. So that's why I used this roller jacket. For the shirt, I think the grayish blackish variant of the frumpy shirt matches the best. It's not perfect. The one in the movie he has looks a little bit more like a darkish kind of grayish blue look, matching Clint Eastwood's shirt from High Plains Drifter pretty well, but we didn't have one that matched really well for that and also had the same style, so I think this frumpy shirt looks the best. For the gun belt, I went with the black and gold variant of the Guerrero gun belt because his in the movie has sort of a, I don't know if it's a skull or snake, but some sort of styling on the holster itself, and has a bigger square belt buckle like this, so I think this gun belt matches his from the movie the best. For the pants, I think the black variant of the Clerk pants look the best, And you could either go with this dirty variant, which I don't like as much, or the clean black variant. I think they match his from the movie the best, so that's why I chose these pants. Then for the boots, we were once again going to be using the Warren Roper's boots, this time the clean black variant, and we're going to have the pants tucked into them, Texas style, because that's how he wears them, at least during the shootout scene. And then trying to match the boots and the spurs that he wears in the movie the best, the Gurdon Copper spurs and again this clean black variant appear to be the ones that match it the best. So that is Mad Dog Tannen, or at least our best attempt at recreating him from Back to the Future 3. That's the third and final outfit from this video. Hopefully if you're one of the people that requested Back to the Future 3 outfits, that this video satisfied you, because I think they all turned out pretty dang good. Obviously I think Doc Brown's and Marty's looked better than Mad Dog's, but I think all three of them look pretty dang good. But that's where we're going to end today's video, so I hope you liked it, hope you found it useful, especially if you wanted to dress up as Mad Dog from, well, I should say as Doc Brown, Marty, or Mad Dog from Back to the Future 3. God, I am doing a real bad job of shooting this guy. Gotta take a health potion. That guy right in front of me, I was having a real hard time hitting him, at least with the kills. Oh my god, he's still not dead? Oh, anyway, if you like this video, definitely leave a like on it, because it helps me out in the algorithm and shows me that this is the type of content that, you know, people who watch my channel actually like. So it's definitely a good habit to do. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, maybe things you think I got wrong, or things that, specific items that would have looked better than the ones that I chose to use, there we go, we got everyone in the bar. Whew, that was a lot of work. Definitely leave that down in the comment section below, because it's very helpful for me. Or if you have any recommendations or suggestions for future videos or requests, things that you'd like to see me try to do, definitely leave those in the comment section as well. After all, this video is a fan request, so it's real possible that I will be able to do what you want to see. Lastly, if you haven't already and you like my content, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. It is going to help me out immensely in the algorithm, helps my channel grow, and it'll help you stay up to date on everything that I release on this channel, which is basically pretty much every single day. So with all that in mind, I hope you liked this video, hope you found it useful or at least entertaining, but we'll see you next time, and I hope you have a nice day. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.